Moonlight reunion. The moon hung low over the sea, casting a silver path across the water. A soft hiss of waves met the shore like a lullaby as Carly and Brynhilde walked slowly side by side along the sand, their cloaks fluttering gently in the wind. "I really didn't expect that. Mother is one of the legends in our homeland, Auntie," Carly said quietly, her voice barely above the sound of the waves. "I never saw her, but I can still feel her presence." Brynhilde's gaze remained fixed on the horizon, but her voice was tender. "Yes. My big sister Solveig was my role model. One of the fiercest and strongest warriors of our people." She paused, drawing in a breath. "When she died, something inside me broke. I turned my grief into strength. I entered the warrior trials not because I wanted power, but because I missed her. And when I fought, I could feel her with me. In every breath, every strike." Carly looked up at her, silent. "I didn't even know how to lead," Brynhilde admitted, with a slight laugh. "But I won the title of chieftainess. And then I persuaded other clans to join us. Not with blood, but with reason. With honor. Slowly our clan grew. I protected our homeland as best I could, thanks to the teachings of your mother." I stopped walking. The waves rolled up to their boots and receded quietly. Brynhilde sank down onto the cool sand, and Carly sat beside her. "Do you still miss her, Auntie?" Carly asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Brynhilde didn't answer at first. She tilted her head to the sky. The tears that gathered in her eyes caught the moonlight like pearls. "Always," she said at last. "And now when I look at you, it feels like she is already beside me again. You are the only family I have left. I made a promise to protect you, and when I thought you were gone," her voice trembled. "I thought I had failed her. My heart grew colder. I threw myself into war. I didn't realize how much I was destroying." She looked down, brushing Carly's braid with a calloused but gentle hand. "But when I met Lady Marlene, something shifted. She reminded me of kindness. And then I saw you again, Thifa. And my heart began to heal." Carly gave her a faint smile, her eyes reflecting the stars. "And now, here we are. We found each other, Auntie." Brynhilde gently pulled her close, one strong arm wrapping around her shoulders. Together they stared at the moon, two souls reunited by fate. For a long moment they simply sat in silence until Carly's head tilted and settled softly against her aunt's shoulder. "Thifa," Brynhilde whispered. There was no reply. A smile touched her lips. "She is asleep." With a mother's tenderness, she gently stroked Carly's golden hair, her eyes still locked on the sea. The sound of the waves became their lullaby. Meanwhile, back at the estate, torches flickered against the stone walls. The training yard stood quiet, but for the faint clink of a sword being sheathed. Matthias, still warm from training, approached a maid as she crossed the courtyard. "Excuse me," he asked. The maid turned, offering a polite bow. "Yes, young lord. Have you seen Carly?" "I haven't seen her all day." "Oh," the maid said with a soft smile, "she's with the Viking woman. A chieftainess, I believe." "I see," Matthias murmured, his voice laced with something unspoken. "Thank you." "You are welcome, my lord." Just then, Kristoff strolled into view, grinning. "Hey, Matthias," he said with a teasing voice. "Did you miss her?" Matthias stiffened, a faint blush rising to his face. "No. I am just looking for her, that is all." Kristoff leaned against a post, chuckling. "You still haven't gotten used to not having her around, huh?" "I'm not like before anymore, Kristoff," Matthias replied quietly. "I am just worried." Kristoff smirked. "Oh, I see. Worried, huh? Hee hee." "I hate you," Matthias grumbled, turning away. Christoph called after him, laughing. But you still love me, my friend. Matthias didn't answer. A night wrapped around the estate like a velvet curtain. And far away, beneath the silver moon, an aunt and a niece held each other close, quietly mending the pieces of a broken past.